what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the film Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Now this is the final film in the DC extended universe, which started with like Man of Steel, and then we had Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and so on. So this is the final film because the DC universe is getting like rebooted with the upcoming Superman Legacy film, which will release in 2025 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why this film is kind of special, because this is like the final film in the that DC extended universe of films that we did have. Now we do have Jason Momoa, who returns to the role of like Arthur Curry, or you could say Aquaman, and this again is directed by James Wan. Now this time the film is about Black Manta trying to kill Aquaman's like family, and even like use like the Black Trident to like overheat like the world and cause like all like the polar ice caps and so on, because there was even a scene in the film to like melt, like so all the ice caps to melt, which was mostly what the film itself is about. You can see a scene in the film where he's like melting like the ice caps, like the polar ice caps and so on. So I thought that sequence was pretty cool. Now this film, I felt that the first film was like much better than this one. But this film, it did have moments where it was like very exciting and very like entertaining. It's like visually, like you can see, like stunning, like the underwater visions and so on. I think it's still like done very awesome. Plus all like the mysterious and like weird looking creatures of the sea. I think all that is like kind of done pretty cool. It's kind of like weird at times, but I think it's still like done pretty good. And there's also like a lot of like awesome like action sequences in the film too. Like some like the fight sequences and battles are done very well. But again, there are moments where I feel like it's just like dragging. It's not really like too entertaining. But then they have like an awesome like action sequence or just a visually stunning sequence that kind of like makes up for that. Now one of the things I thought was kind of odd about the film, but they have done that with other films, the actual previous antagonist, like villain from the last film, he actually has to team up with Aquaman to take out Black Manta. So I thought that was kind of odd. You have Orm, who's played by Patrick Wilson, because he was Ocean Master in the previous film, like the villain of the film, because they're like supposedly like brothers. But Aquaman has to actually break him out of prison to use him as help to defeat Black Manta. So I thought that was kind of odd. But we have seen other films like that where the villain has to team up with like the hero and so on. They were like enemies, but they have to team up to take out like a deadlier or more dangerous threat. So we have to see that. So you can see him having like a good side in this particular film. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And Mira, who was played by Amber Heard, I thought she was pretty cool in her role too, and I thought that she wasn't going to be in the film too much from what I was hearing, but she has like a lot of screen time in the film because all that stuff that's going on with her, like in Johnny Depp and all that. That's why I thought she wasn't going to really be in the film too much, because I was hearing that her role would be kind of limited, but she's actually in the film quite a lot. And of course, that she's also like the mother of the child that has been born on as Arthur Jr., like Aquaman, or you can say Arthur's son, because they recently had like a baby, which you see throughout the film. And you also have Yahya, I think that's how you pronounce it, Abdul Mateen II, who plays Black Manta, David Key. Now he's like really like evil, like in this film he's like destroying stuff, like in the almost killing people and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to spoil his role, but I still think the Black Manta himself, like the look of it, it does look pretty cool. I think it's a cool like design for like the antagonist, because he's the antagonist of the film, because he was in the previous film and we knew they was going to build him up to be the villain in this particular film. There's also like other characters, like I think Nereus, who's played by Dolph Lundgren, because he's Mira's father, so he's actually in the film a lot too, like Dolph Lundgren, like as the father, because at times he doesn't want Orm to be there, because Orm is in prison and so on. So I thought like the chemistry between them is done pretty good. And you also have Tamora Morrison, who plays Arthur's father, Tom Curry, like the father of like Aquaman. He's also in the film. He's also the one who kind of takes care of the baby at times, like when the baby's like in his possession, like on land soil, he's the one who's actually like babysitting the baby. And of course you have Nicole Kidman, who returns as Attilana. And of course she's Orm's mother and like the former queen of Atlantis, so she has like a big role in the film too as well. Now like I said, it's like a lot of like action like moments in the film that I thought were done very well, and like some of like the visuals like with underwater stuff. I'm still like amazed that they were actually able to make these kind of movies. Even before the first Aquaman was like released, when they announced that they was doing it, I was kind of always curious how that was going to look far as like the visuals, like underwater, because the film has to take mostly underwater. But yeah, I like how you get to see more of like how strong Aquaman can be, how he can control like all the various animals in the sea, can call them to help like all the whales and all the giant like animals and stuff. I still think that's pretty cool. And there are like a lot of terrifying moments in the film. I guess that's like James Wan showing like his horror side, because some of the monsters in the film, they'd be like so like creepy and like scary looking. You would think this was a horror film, the way they look. So I thought that was kind of interesting too. But again, this is like the final film, like in the DC like extended universe of our film. So that's one of the things why this one was kind of special, because we were finna get the reboot of the DC like universe. So this is the last of the films that had like Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, like Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, Shazam, all them type of movies like that. So yeah, but then I thought it was okay. It was just something kind of off about it. I kind of want to give it a B minus, but I'm gonna go ahead and just give it like a C. And I thought it was okay. It just wasn't as good as the first one, but it does have moments where it kind of takes off, but then it just falls apart. I really wasn't like enjoying it that much. So I'm giving Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, I'm giving this a C. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.